have a look at my wife and best friend, Nicole. You know, I've been absolutely crazy about her since the moment she walked into this restaurant back in June of 2007. How time flies, right? Nicole is smart, driven, a fantastic mom, and my hero. I don't mind saying this to the world, and I'm not one of those guys that keep their feelings to themselves, so believe me when I tell you this, no amount of body fat or any kind of illness would ever change my love for Nicole. I loved her just as much when she was 35 pounds overweight, struggling with Crohn's disease, suffering with depression, afraid she wouldn't live to see our kids grow up and get married, and terrified of growing old before her time. Yet the honest-to-God truth was so painfully clear. She didn't love herself as much as she used to. And I was desperate to help her fall in love with Nicole again. So imagine the joy she experienced when she found out what you're about to find out today. My foolproof, willpower-free, eat what you love weight loss plan that I discovered completely by accident, that Nicole used to go from 163 pounds to 128 pounds in 6 weeks, and later used on myself to go from 244 pounds to 206 pounds in 6 weeks, all while eating whatever we wanted 3 days out of the week. Listen up, and I'll tell you how we did it. All I ask is that you pay close attention to this fast-paced, step-by-step video all the way to the end. If you do, you'll never look at weight loss or diets the same way, and you'll walk away today with a plan that has helped over 1,869 other men and women of all ages, 19 to 91 years old, lose all the weight they wanted without sacrificing their favorite foods, reclaim the health and energy they lost over the years, enjoy their love life with the drive they believed was long gone. Surprise! Remember how awesome it felt to get a perfect night's sleep consistently, experience the benefits of an autopilot weight loss plan you don't even have to think about, and fit into that hot, sexy dress you've hidden in the closet, or those college day jeans, and so much more. My name is Dan Long. You know, for as long as I can remember, I struggled with my weight. Nicole didn't mind, but she was really worried that I might pass away from a heart attack or diabetes before I turned 50. Can you blame her? This was me after trying just about every weight loss diet you can think of. So trust me, I get it that you're probably a tad skeptical when I say you can eat whatever you want 3 days a week and lose all the weight. You may think this is a gimmick, or that you have to starve yourself on the other days, or that you have to rely on magic weight loss powders and potions, or that you have to be genetically blessed to pull this off. Believe me, I would have thought the same thing, until the pain in my partner's heart drove me to find a solution, a cure for her ongoing struggles with her weight, and a fix for my own weight loss woes. It was only through sheer luck that I stumbled upon the answer. I'll tell you that story in just a moment, plus tell you precisely how you can lose weight too. This isn't theory. This isn't book learning, as my dad used to say. And to be 100% frank with you, this isn't a quick fix. Sure, you'll lose weight faster and easier than ever, but let me just say this before we go any further. My faith demands I tell you the truth. And the truth is, weight loss is never easy. However, I discovered a system that makes weight loss as easy as possible. So I want you to rest assured, despite the spectacular news I'm about to share, I'm always going to level with you. And I'm only going to share tips and secrets proven to work on hundreds of folks just like you. Folks who are now slimmer, happier, and more energetic than ever. Folks who enjoy whatever they please 3 days a week and who are dropping pounds of unwanted fat faster than ever. How does that sound to you? Great! Just one more thing. Do you see this little marking? That marking links to scientific, peer-reviewed research confirming everything you're about to see. You see, my system may have been born out of luck and hard work, but it's now backed by cutting-edge weight loss science, and it's even doctor-approved. The next few minutes will be a total health and body game changer for you. The scientific discovery that I'm about to share with you is so stupid simple that I ask myself all the time, why didn't anybody else think of this? Strategic eating all your favorite foods while enjoying life to its fullest, forcing your body to drop pounds and inches of pure stubborn belly fat, preventing any heart attack, stroke, or deadly disease every single day. But first, let me tell you why I gained 38 pounds of deadly belly fat in just 6 months, inheriting deadly blood pressure of 189/118, periodic blurred vision, daily headaches, serious heart palpitations, increased ringing in the ears, borderline diabetic, a cholesterol level of 266, and an LDL, which is your bad cholesterol, and triglycerides of over 200. All of this in just 6 months from eating whatever I desired 24/7 and a nagging lower back injury that would leave me immobilized and end up causing a huge amount of stress and pain for my family and I. Yet, it was the near-fatal attack I had on my 43rd birthday that would lead me to this unusual overfeed hour that would change Nicole's and my life forever. If you currently have 5 or more pounds of belly fat right now, you too can be a walking time bomb of potentially deadly diseases without the slightest clue, just like it did me. And this was only from 6 months of bad eating habits. Can you imagine 1, 3, or 5 years or more of this type eating behavior? Nicole and I had continued to pack on pounds of uncomfortable, deadly belly fat each and every single week, continuing to put stress on our hearts and overall health. Had I not found this overfeed hour trick before it was too late, who knows how much precious time I had left before God called me home, potentially leaving behind my 2 daughters, son, and my wife. And you know what really ticks me off? How many countless late-night TV infomercial diet nutrition gimmicks Nicole has fallen victim to in the past years that only led her to gaining more and more weight, making her belly bigger and bigger while visually making her look 10 plus years older than she really is. I'll guarantee you this, men and women over the age of 35 will be shocked and appalled once I reveal in this short presentation the #1 obesity food additive that you're consuming right now that is destroying your metabolism and hormonal triggers, forcing your body to never let go of pounds and inches of stubborn belly fat that contributed to my near-fatal scare on my 43rd birthday. And also helped Nicole's body transform to lose 35 pounds, especially from her waist and thighs. And get this, I lost 38 pounds of belly fat from my stomach, preventing me from any harmful, risky surgery, dangerous prescription medicines, and all the long-term side effects that come with them. This science-backed overfeed hour discovery will not require you to slave over some dreaded cardio machine, wasting your precious personal time, or cut out all your favorite foods at your next holiday, out-to-dinner experience, birthday, or social event out on the town with the men or ladies. Nope, you'll never be the oddball next to your friends and family, having only a bland salad or a piece of well-cooked protein as your restricted meal. Instead, you'll turn back your over 35 degenerating metabolism clock with one super simple overfeed hour that will change your life overnight. So if you're eating less to lose weight, going low carb, or starving yourself of your favorite carbs, or hooked on caffeine supplements that don't work, or using one of those crazy exercise gizmos, or working out for hours with one of those infomercial exercise DVDs, then you need to stop now. Let's be clear on one important fact. It's not your fault that you have been lied to and still struggle with dangerous belly fat, low energy, and aging, achy body parts. Seriously, Nicole fell for those silly gimmicks, only causing her to gain fat around her stomach and waist, emotionally sending her into a very dark place. To be quite frank with you, if you're over 35 years of age, concerned about high blood pressure, menopause, low energy, heart disease, diabetes, high cholesterol, or even a stroke, you'll need to listen real close. You absolutely 100% have to lose those excess pounds of deadly belly fat around your midsection before potential irreversible damage is done. Make sure you stay with me for the next 3 minutes. Otherwise, you may miss out on what could be the one most vital piece of information that could save your life, like it did for me and Nicole from her embarrassing emotional roller coaster ride. I'm going to lay everything out for you, including the first time ever made public overfeed hour secret that banished 73 pounds of stubborn stomach fat, reducing your joint pain and your high risk for high blood pressure, menopause, type 2 diabetes, while balancing your youth hormone and increasing your energy and sex drive lightning fast. This is exactly what Allison from New York experienced. She lost 38 pounds of embarrassing belly fat permanently, eliminating her knee pains and shortness of breath when walking up the stairs, gaining back her energy and her confidence to play tennis again. Then there's Mike's incredible story from Florida, who used this super simple overfeed hour to banish over 130 pounds of stressful belly fat while reducing the risk of heart attack or stroke and years of dangerous medications. Or how about Courtney from Massachusetts, who used this exact super simple overfeed hour you're about to discover to look dazzling and feel her best ever for her magical wedding day. Then go to conquer a 10K race to boot. Here's what Mike shared about his incredible transformation. I'm no longer fearful of what tomorrow will bring. Your information presentation was the life-changing experience that helped me overcome my fears of being overweight for the rest of my life. I used the super simple overfeed hour to lose over 130 pounds of depressing belly fat, dramatically reducing my risk for a heart attack or stroke. At first, I was skeptical, but after losing multiple inches of belly fat in the first 7 days, I was hooked. Plus, I get to eat whatever I want 3 days a week. I can't thank you enough for finally helping me achieve my goal. And we haven't even scratched the surface yet of the 1,869 testimonials of men and women just like you that have achieved life-changing success. I'll share exactly how they transform their lives and bodies in just a minute. But before we go any further, let me introduce our 2 beautiful daughters, Leah and Summer, and our son, Austin. Here's a family picture of us goofing around one early morning in Tampa, Florida. If I hadn't abandoned my normal diet for just those 6 short months after my lower back injury just before my birthday, I would have never stumbled upon this overfeed hour discovery that would end up saving Nicole from hitting rock bottom and ultimately my life. I have to admit, Nicole's and my health and body transformations are nothing short of a God-sent miracle. I remember it like yesterday, my weak body being rushed to the emergency room, praying along the way for some miraculous miracle, wondering if I would live to see my kids grow up. Oh, this chokes me up to think about how I could have let myself get this way. Sure, Nicole and my genetics aren't perfect, but nobody's are. I should have paid more close attention to the warning signs, my stomach bulging out from bad eating habits, being over 40, and carrying in excess of 30 pounds of dangerous belly fat. Not to mention I felt sluggish, skin color was off, and walking up a flight of stairs made me winded and lightheaded. And working out, you can forget it. Even walking fast felt like a chore. I caught myself watching TV so much, I became a useless couch potato, and more depressed as the time ticked by. It terrified Nicole and the kids on that eye-opening day of my birthday. One minute we were celebrating life, and the next I was being rushed into the emergency room with my blurred vision in one eye, intense headache, difficulty speaking, and enormous pressure building in my chest, feeling confused and helpless. Nicole held my hand while the doctors ran what seemed to be endless test after test. The doctor said my blood pressure was 189/118, and he needed to test my cardiac enzymes next. He felt I may have had a heart attack or stroke. By this time, it was painfully hard for me to breathe, and I could see Nicole had tears starting to trickle down her face. All overwhelmed with emotion, all I could think about was my family and if God was going to grant me a second chance. Would I live to see our next wedding anniversary, or our children give us grandchildren someday? But as traumatic as this was for Nicole and I, it turned out to be the biggest blessing we could have ever asked for. See, what happened that terrifying day when we were in that emergency room would end up leading Nicole and I to the overfeed hour discovery that would make us lose 73 pounds of combined dangerous belly fat and ultimately save my life. After what seemed like an eternity, the doctors and nurses rushed in with the results and said, "Do you guys want the bad news or the good news?" Nicole said, "Give us the good news first." The doctor said, "It looks like you dodged a life-altering bullet. You didn't have a heart attack." Nicole shouted, "Thank God!" But now for the bad news. We need to immediately send you for more tests. We think your brain may be bleeding or leaking fluids, or even a possible brain tumor due to your blurred vision, headache, difficulty speaking, and your blood pressure being so high. Those are classic signs of possible stroke. Plus, your blood work shows all your levels are off the charts. Your overall cholesterol is 266 with a scary LDL level. You're borderline diabetic, and your triglycerides, the type of fat in your blood that increases your risk of heart disease, is over 200. We need an immediate CT scan of your brain, stat. On the way to the CT scan, I looked at Nicole and said, "That's impossible. My blood work from 6 months ago was perfect," before she reminded me of our terrible eating habits that caused all our belly fat to accumulate. Let's pray this brain scan comes back negative before we jump to conclusions. Prior to this happening, Nicole and I had no clue of how bad our health really was. Of course, there were warning signs of excessive belly fat, fatigue, and lack of energy by midday, a struggle to stay awake, and our sex life had become non-existent. I even experienced difficulty walking, speaking clearly, or understanding, and numbness in one leg. Red flags that we ignored while our stomachs and bodies still became more bloated each day from the man-made chemicals in our food, no matter how hard we exercised. To be quite honest, we both were in the so-called grave danger belly fat zone, a place that up to 80 million Americans are coping with on a daily basis right now, stomachs growing larger and larger by the day. Nicole had tried losing weight countless times, following a strict low-carb diet, Weight Watchers point system, and even tried the South Beach diet, among other weight loss gimmicks, none of which will reverse any of the deadly belly fat symptoms like stroke, heart attack, or even diabetes. With these yo-yo diets and overhyped infomercial exercise programs, you find yourself more frustrated than ever before when the little fat that you lose comes back even faster than before, making it seem impossible to keep it off for good. But these programs leave little or no chance to fight off the dangerous internal fat around your heart and organs that's attacking your body from the inside out. To make things harder, try finding the time to prepare and eat 5 to 6 meals a day, 7 days a week, that most of these complicated diet programs require. Nicole felt overwhelmed and confused trying to keep track of calories while juggling 3 kids, her job, and taking care of the house and home, only to weigh in once a week, finding the scale barely moved. Her waist, thighs, and butt virtually stayed the same, leaving her depressed and feeling unwanted. Little did we know that this birthday would go down as the overfeed hour discovery of the century, and at the perfect time. Nicole and I felt hopeless. We didn't love looking at ourselves in the mirror anymore. Our weight was at its highest ever, no energy for our sex life, and our marriage was slipping away. It was the same old revolving door routine. Wake up, get the kids to school, go to work, long stressful drive home, dinner and clean up, try to catch a TV show and hit the bed, finding ourselves lazy, drained of energy, unhappy, and feeling 10 years older than we really were. This is the life that we lived up until that shocking birthday scare that would forever change our lives for the better. While waiting for the CT scan results in the hospital, Nicole was very emotional and shaking like a leaf. holding my hands super tight, praying for a miracle. That's when the doctor walked in and said, "Did I overhear you saying 6 months ago your blood work was clean as a whistle?" "Yes, I sure did." "Well, the lifestyle you both are living now is killing you. But the good news is your brain scan came back negative." Nicole immediately started crying with tears of joy. I stood there in amazement that somehow I dodged another bullet. "I recommend you follow up with a cardiologist right away. Your blood pressure, cholesterol, and triglycerides are at dangerous levels. You must lose 35 pounds of belly fat. If you don't change your way of life, you won't be around to see your kids graduate." Every day counts. Nicole and I knew that this miraculous second chance could not be taken for granted. We have 3 amazing children and an enjoyable retirement to live for. We must do everything possible to lose this weight. But Nicole was second-guessing herself. She struggled with program after program only to regain all her weight back plus more, frustrated with her belly fat and her cellulite on her butt and thighs. It depressed her, and her hormones seemed to be way off. It was the surreal moment of truth. It was either do or die. We're going to do this together, mano a mano. The last thing I want is to be haunted by deadly heart disease, blood disorders, diabetes, and other diseases from living with excessive belly fat. Turns out my 92-year-old grandma, Carmela, would end up being our biggest inspiration of all. She frantically called to see how we were doing because she had heard the frightening news of my event. After hearing the story, she said, "You two must listen to your bodies. I've lived 92 years with clear arteries, no diseases, and a strong heart, and I can still keep up with you grandkids." She continued to tell me that her doctors believed her secret to living this long was because of her eating patterns. She indulged 3 times a week with whatever foods she wanted, and the rest of her meals were super simple and strategic. "Moderation is the key," she told me. "You've not been overweight that long," she said. I thanked Grandma and told her I loved her. Little did Nicole and I know this would become one of the unusual principles that would ultimately strip 73 pounds of stubborn belly fat from our waists. Days later, Nicole drove me to my first cardiologist appointment with Dr. M. By this time, I was already taking numerous prescribed medications for my blood pressure and cholesterol. Plus, they wanted to give me more for my excruciating back pain, but I refused. I figured the less the medication, the better for my overall health. Dr. M burst into the room and says, "How are you feeling?" I replied, "My blood pressure is still dangerously high, I have no energy, a headache, and I feel like I have an elephant sitting on my chest." Dr. M replied, "You're lucky to be alive. The heart scare that you had is a sign that your body is in shock. It's a miracle that you're here today. We'll need to run more tests right away. We need to ultrasound the 4 chambers of your heart and rule out any blockage in all your main arteries. There can be an underlying problem that we must detect before it's too late. At this point, your belly says it all. You have way too much belly fat. It was just a matter of time. Your blood pressure and bad cholesterol levels are off the charts. As of today, you must start taking 1 81 milligram aspirin at night before bed, and each morning this losartan, amlodipine, hydrochlorothia for blood pressure, and this atorvastatin for your high cholesterol. I'll write these prescriptions out for you immediately. I'm also scheduling you for a stress test and ultrasounds that must be a 911. I want to see you back here next week." Nicole and I left out of the doctor's office, and before I could say anything, Nicole shouts at me,
5 more prescription meds? That's ridiculous. Those drugs will kill you. There has to be another solution.
At that very moment, it hit me out of the blue. If Grandma can live past 92, then why can't Nicole and I? That's when the pieces of the puzzle started to fall into place. We dropped off the prescriptions to be filled and then hurried home to dig into the stack of research papers I had been studying. Nicole and I refused to accept that I would have to take 5 or more prescription drugs on a daily basis to stay alive. Heck, this was what I'd been preaching to all my clients for years. It's no secret that doctors prescribe drugs first here in America, instead of researching a natural solution to fix your health problems. A recent report from IMS Health estimates Americans spent a combined $309 billion last year on prescription drugs, with spending rising up to 10% a year. Shocking enough, somehow I fell victim to this pattern, but I was determined to find another solution. Over the next few weeks, I found myself burning the midnight oil, reading stacks of research papers, sifting for a loophole in modern health science to break the belly fat code, to reverse Nicole's and my dangerous belly fat for good. That's when I stumbled across 3 top-secret research studies. 1 on diet-induced thermogenesis, DIT. 2 on nutrient timing frequency. And 3, overfeeding. These studies would turn out to be the biggest breakthrough discovery in the weight loss industry since the cheat day became popular. Move over cheat day. This super simple 1-2-3 combo performed in strategic sequence will end up replacing any and all restrictive diets, off-the-wall exercise DVDs, dangerous weight loss pills, or eating boring bland foods with no flavor forever. It was a super simple sequence that I immediately shared with Nicole, only to find her skeptical of my discovery. She seemed excited but confused on what this meant. This is huge. We have to experiment with my new method of eating right away. I think I found a brand new revolutionary way to lose weight and still get to enjoy eating whatever we want 3 days a week, just like our 92-year-old grandma, Carmela. It all makes perfect sense now. My mind had been boggled ever since Grandma's phone call in the hospital that day, wondering how she can eat whatever she wants 3 days a week and live with so much energy, a strong heart, no joint pain, and clean arteries with the health of someone 30-plus years younger. Grandma told me that 3 days a week she indulges in her favorite foods and does her chores. She said her chores only take minutes out of her day, and then she rewards herself with a feast fit for a queen. Quickly, I referred to the top-secret research I found. That's it, Nicole! Do you see the overfeed hour connection between Grandma's weekly chores, feasting and resting ritual, and our dangerous belly fat debacle? It's crystal clear to me now. We've been eating whatever foods we've wanted at all hours of the day with zero strategic science, sending our bodies into a downward belly fat nightmare. The next day, I was scheduled for my ultrasounds of my main arteries and heart chambers. Nicole was more nervous than I was of what potentially deadly blockage they may find. After seamless hours of ultrasounds, the technician told me to make sure I followed up with my cardiologist for these ultrasound results straight away. It could be a matter of life or death. She told me that the inside of my body is under a lot of internal stress. It's imperative that I calm my organs before it's too late. On the way out to the car, Nicole says to me,
You're on 5 deadly medications a day to stay alive, with countless studies showing that when your organs are stressed out, it's only a matter of time before they give out. Your symptoms of heart disease, weight gain, and borderline diabetes are no joke, honey.
Seeing the worry and pain in Nicole's eyes, I took a deep breath and said, let's experiment with this new overfeed hour I discovered together. We have nothing to lose but the deadly belly fat around our waist that's damaging our bodies by the minute. We have no time to waste. It's super simple and only requires minimal effort. Are you in? Excited but skeptical, Nicole replied she was all in. After all, Nicole's tried many different diet programs in the past and even tried hot yoga, yet has never been able to melt away more than a couple of pounds of belly fat, leaving her depressed, overwhelmed, and potentially the next target for heart disease and diabetes. We were very determined to give this our all. In fact, after I explained this strategically timed overfeed hour to Nicole, she looked confused and said to me,
That's it? Let me get this straight. You want me to simply relax 167 hours out of 168 hours a week with eating whatever I want strategically 3 days a week without having to do crazy amounts of cardio 5 days a week. Sounds like a delicious dream. It almost sounds too good to be true. If this overfeed hour can melt away our dangerous belly fat, drop your bad cholesterol, flush out our arteries, lower blood pressure and insulin levels, while steadily boosting the powerful youth hormone that increases energy and brain clarity while reviving our sex life, I will not be able to contain myself.
A couple of days later, Nicole and I paid our visit to Dr. M's office to find out the results of the heart and stress test. As Dr. M came in the room and sat down, I felt all my blood rush to my ears and my heart started pounding, anticipating what he was about to say next. Nicole stood there tapping her foot, biting her nails, waiting for Dr. M to speak. Dr. M says, "You somehow passed all 4 tests," then hands me a pamphlet with acceptable foods, drinks, reiterating my blood levels were still way off. He continues telling us, "You're both over 40. You know what that means?" We both shook our heads no. It means your metabolism and hormones are degenerating rapidly. This is common for men and women over the age of 35. If you don't eliminate the deadly belly fat soon, you may never live to see the age of 50, 60, or 70. Make sure you're taking your prescription medication religiously and on time. I want you to follow up with me in exactly 4 weeks unless something comes up to see how you're feeling. We both felt a sense of relief knowing I dodged yet another bullet, but we still don't have any answers. So I followed doctor's orders, even though Nicole and I agreed that taking these dangerous pills every day was definitely not the solution. So the very next morning, after my back finally started feeling better, we started this super simple overfeed hour to finally try and blast this deadly belly fat off once and for all. But before we could even get started, Nicole said to me,
Honey, how will we be able to avoid all the food temptations when we have a holiday coming up soon? Your cousin's birthday party next week and a girls and guys night out the week after next. It seems we celebrate something almost every week.
No worries at all. That's all doable with this easy step-by-step plan I put together for us. Say goodbye to once-a-week cheat day and hello to 3 flexible cheat days a week. You'll never feel out of place or starved at another social event or party ever again. This overfeed hour is super simple, flexible, and anti-overwhelming. It's backed by scientific research to relieve the stress on our organs, kickstart our metabolism, shrink our dangerous stomach fat, eliminating the dangerous prescription medications, all while eating whatever we want 3 days a week, just like our 92-year-old grandma, Carmela. Nicole didn't need to hear any more.
You're not making me prepare or eat 5 to 7 time-consuming meals a day or take weight loss pills or do strenuous amounts of cardio?
Not at all.
If this works, you'll revolutionize the weight loss industry overnight.
That day was an emotional one for me. As I looked back, I almost lost my wife, 3 beautiful children, and all the years of memories just waiting to be had, pondering if this overfeed hour I found could permanently reverse my symptoms of borderline diabetes, hypertension, fatigue, and chronic joint pain. As I stared Nicole in the eyes, we both became very emotional. The excitement of my research findings and the fear of reliving my traumatic heart scare again became our biggest motivation of all. We knew how lucky I was to still be alive, to tell the story, plus stumble upon this very top-secret research that will change the health and weight loss industry overnight. I knew it was an unusual discovery, unlike any science I had heard of or seen in all my years of coaching and personal training. I was anxious to see how Nicole's and my body would respond, especially with both our metabolisms bottoming out, gaining deadly weight by the day. Then, in what seemed like no time at all, Nicole ran down the stairs from our bedroom one early Sunday morning, wearing a new sundress and high heels, after weighing herself with a glow full of excitement and shouts.
Honey, I can't believe it. I've lost 8 pounds and dropped 2 dress sizes. How do I look in my new dress?
I was mesmerized by how beautiful she looked, and even more excited to see her vibrant eyes light up from her results. I was amazed at her progress. So amazed that I ran to the bathroom to step on the scale myself to see if I had lost any weight too. To my surprise, I had lost 11 pounds, and we had just started following this simple overfeed hour. In total amazement, I cheered. You know what this means. Our belly fat is shrinking every single day. I noticed Nicole had a youthful spring in her step and more natural energy throughout the day without the numerous cups of coffee. Falling asleep and waking up has never been so easy. Our fatigue and joint pain has vanished. My overall strength and awareness had increased. My mental focus had become clear, and Dr. M was shocked to review my latest blood pressure and lab results that was killing me was reversing. And Nicole and I did this, eating all our favorite foods 3 days a week. Nicole was still able to enjoy her chocolate squares, bread, wine, and other delicious carbs that she craved so much. I also was blown away how I was able to still lose belly fat eating pizza and pasta and Nicole's infamous homemade Nilla wafer banana pudding. It was all super simple too. All we had to do was follow this overfeed hour 3 days a week. We never were overwhelmed and relaxed 99% of each week, ate whatever foods we wanted 3 days a week without having to prepare 5 to 7 meals a day, with no confusing point systems to follow or expensive pre-made meals to buy. This groundbreaking program requires you to cheat 3 days a week to watch the pounds of belly fat fall off. Miraculously, there is no system like it, period. Now that I knew this overfeed hour worked on us, it was time to put my years of experience working with clients and this brand new discovery I found to the real test. So I gathered some client volunteers who could stand to lose pounds of belly fat and performed a beta test. These test subjects consisted of 10 men and 10 women, from professional business people to teachers, doctors, and moms and dads alike, all over the age of 35, struggling to lose more than 5 pounds. I documented 8 things that were most important before starting the program. 1. Age. 2. Total body weight. 3. Body measurements. 4. Percentage of body fat, BMI. 5. Blood sugar. 6. Blood pressure. 7. Cholesterol levels. And 8. Mood. After just 30 days, these 20 test subjects' results were shocking. They followed the exact overfeed hour secret to the T, only to find each client lost multiple inches and pounds of belly fat off their waists. Some clients even experienced double-digit fat loss. All 20 clients were experiencing amazing overall health conditioning like never before. Men and women ranging in age from their mid-30s through our oldest test subject of 78 saw significant reductions in their blood pressure, blood sugar, and bad cholesterol levels. One 50-year-old woman's doctor was shocked to hear her menopause symptoms vanished. Another 45-year-old man was amazed that he didn't need his cholesterol medication anymore. The results were astonishing. Their belly fat was dropping lightning fast while reversing heart disease, diabetes, menopausal symptoms, and medications at an astonishingly rapid pace. The word spread like wildfire through text and social media that my clients were losing belly fat every single day. And I had clients' family members, business associates, and friends begging to know the super simple secret formula, overfeed hour secret that I'm about to share with you. Take a look at Megan from Indianapolis, a mother of 2 who lost 23 pounds after discovering her doctor just months before had warned her that her weight was starting to cause some health issues. She gained back her health, plus all of her confidence, and her husband and family were shocked by her transformation. She followed the same exact overfeed hour and won back her body, feeling, and looking 5 years younger again. How about Richie? He is a husband and a father of 2, working overtime as a restaurant owner. His blood pressure and acid reflux were out of control. I put him on the exact same overfeed hour program, and he lost 45 pounds of pure belly fat, eliminating his blood pressure and acid reflux medications forever. As more and more of these life-changing transformations poured in, all I could think about was how many people over 35 around the world, just like Nicole and I, we could help lose stubborn belly fat. and relieve symptoms of deadly belly bulge-related health issues. By this time, I felt it was my duty to share the super simple Overfeed Hour with our friends and family. Upon request, one by one, I copy and pasted the short but super simple program on my phone and emailed it to men and women of all ages all over the U.S. and multiple family and friends in Greece and Canada. In just a few short weeks, people were blown away with the incredible results they were experiencing. I received at least 8 to 10 emails every day sharing their success stories and selfie pics showing me how thankful they were that I had shared this Overfeed Hour secret with them. These men and women were from all different genetics and body types, ranging in age from 35 to 92 years of age, using one simple strategic method. The Overfeed Hour secret that I shared with them was shrinking their belly fat and revitalizing their youthful appearance. Personally, I got all choked up when I heard about the emotional responses from so many people that were in desperate need of a super simple, life-changing reset. Of course, I'm no dummy when it comes to burning fat or helping people claim back their health. It's been my passion since I became a young adult, although I realize that the world is a very big place and that there are far too many people suffering from deadly belly fat symptoms that could be immediately reversed. So, I needed to get this program out there to help others experience rapid belly fat loss, reduce or eliminate deadly daily medications, leveling hormone production, while boosting energy and sense of well-being like all my clients, friends, and family were experiencing. And what's more impressive is that I did it without ever having a consultation with them in person or any discussion by phone. I just instantly emailed them the easy-to-follow program, and the belly fat started to fall off of them immediately that day. This Overfeed Hour was a revolutionary game changer. So I quickly gathered my research notes from each beta test subject and Nicole's and my personal results and formulated a super simple, easy-to-follow blueprint to melt away harmful belly fat, boost energy and youth hormones, reverse heart disease, cholesterol, diabetes, and minimizing menopause and frequent joint pain. This exact step-by-step plan provides how the strategic sequence of eating whatever you want, combined with only 2 other simple meals 3 days a week, will burn off deadly internal fat and stubborn belly fat every single day, eliminating your belly bulge from the inside out. I made a list of powerful foods that will target your hormones, heart disease, and diabetes, accelerating your flat belly results when eating strategically in conjunction with your favorite foods 3 days a week. I then laid out the exact step-by-step protocol that stripped pounds of belly fat off of all my clients and saved me from having another almost fatal heart scare, while banishing all 5 of those deadly prescription meds I was taking. I will also provide you with an easy follow-along blueprint on how to reverse your degenerating metabolism to feel and look young again. This is one of the most important key elements for men and women over the age of 35 to revitalize your metabolism to start burning belly fat again. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I also include a survival guide to eating out, plus a list of specific simplified belly-blasting foods that hone in and melt those stubborn belly fat pockets located around your waist, butt, and thighs forever. With countless years of research and recent testing behind this program, all the guesswork has been eliminated and designed into a very simple and easy-to-follow instructional quick start guide, permanently eliminating the overwhelmed, hungry feeling you have while using popular programs such as Nutrisystem, Weight Watchers, South Beach Diet, and so many more. Belly flattening results will happen lightning fast, so I'm going to give you a daily progress tracker to track those pounds and inches of fat falling off while you experience youthful health and energy once again. This program is super simple to follow, anti-overwhelming, and saved my life from deadly belly fat. And for that reason, I am calling this program the 1 Hour Belly Blast Diet. This same exact program has now helped thousands upon thousands of people just like you break fat loss barriers and lose pounds of belly fat in their first 30 days of using it. People like Darlene from Staten Island, who lost 18 pounds of belly fat, shocking her friends and family. And Chris from New Jersey, who couldn't believe he lost 55 pounds, eliminating insomnia, breathing abnormalities, and lack of confidence. Before I go any further, let me make something crystal clear. This isn't some silly 30-second gimmick or some sexy-sounding rapid detox that won't ever work. You and I know sustainability is the key to your success, and with those false claims, it just sets you up to gain more fat along the way. Not here. The 1 Hour Belly Blast Diet is one of a kind with its built-in 3 core principles. Indulge 3 times a week with whatever foods you choose, relaxation 167 out of 168 hours a week, and anti-overwhelming sustainability while targeting the underlying causes of your belly fat, cholesterol, heart disease, and diabetes. The 1 Hour Belly Blast Diet finally gives you the relief from hours of planning and stress associated with most traditional diet plans, ridding your stomach from harmful belly fat to live a healthy, normal life again, full of energy and happiness. You'll act and feel as if your biological time clock is being reversed, leaving you looking and feeling 10 to 20 years younger. As your body transforms and your health improves on a daily basis, the progress tracking sheets that I provide you will no doubt be your biggest motivation of all. You can be assured that this program doesn't require you to eat 5 to 7 times a day or restrict you from any of your favorite foods. Plus, you won't need any expensive prepackaged meals or exercise gadgets that just sit in the corner of your garage collecting dust. No need for a gym membership either. However, I am also going to include my easy-to-follow 2-minute belly flab targeting solution to speed up results, along with my half your size exercise guide that's guaranteed to melt more pounds and inches of belly fat faster than some run-of-the-mill overpriced personal trainer. Whether your health may be in danger like it was for Nicole and I, or you just want to look your best for a holiday, special occasion, or just feel young again, this is the perfect program for you. In the event you don't need to lose weight and still want to learn the super simple Overfeed Hour secret to prevent you from ever gaining a pound of deadly belly fat or experiencing the scary side effects of heart disease, high cholesterol, diabetes, or dangerous medications, just follow the Overfeed Hour secret that you will find in the first section of the 1 Hour Belly Blast Diet Manual. Nonetheless, the 1 Hour Belly Blast Diet will give you relief from heart disease, high blood pressure, menopause or cholesterol, diabetes, frequent joint pain, and a degenerating metabolism. It's all laid out in a simple format that's easy to follow, so you too can experience the exact results you need without any worry or hassle. That's it. That's my true story that I needed to share with you. And to be perfectly honest, you'll never find anything as unique and effective as the 1 Hour Belly Blast Diet on any popular advertised media platform, website, magazine, bookstores, or even your doctor's office. You'll get access to a truly one-of-a-kind system that's proven to improve your health while safely melting off your dangerous belly fat every single day. It's simple. If you're over the age of 35 and have belly fat right now, you need this program. At this very second, you too could be at risk for a health scare like Nicole and I was, and not even know it. Fact is, over 70 million Americans suffer from 3 of the leading causes of death: heart disease, plaque buildup in your arteries from high cholesterol, and strokes. That means 1 out of every 3 adults have high blood pressure, and most go undiagnosed of this silent killer. In addition, 29.1 million Americans suffer from diabetes, with 8.1 million people going undiagnosed before it's possibly too late. That's 1 in every 10 young adults over the age of 20, and with seniors 65 or older, that figure rises to more than 1 in 4. The 1-hour belly blast diet may prevent you or a loved one from falling victim to these deadly disease statistics. There's no doubt you can try one of these expensive fad fitness programs like T25, 21-Day Fix, or some other late-night promotion that you'll never use. Although, why would you waste your precious time when you have access to a super simple system that targets the exact underlying problem you or your loved ones are up against as we speak? What's even more misleading is that most of these program gimmicks promise you a 30-second fix or an overnight miracle that leaves your metabolism beaten and battered and your hormones all out of whack. However, you could also drive down to your local cookie cutter gym and hire a so-called trainer like Nicole did, only to find after 12 training sessions at $75 each that your trainer didn't know a thing about how to target your exact over 35 belly fat and hormone issue like Nicole was experiencing. Then you can hire a costly nutritionist to write you up an overwhelming 5 to 7 meals per day plan with no focal point on the underlying health issues that people like you face being over 35. However, why would you waste your time and energy when you can grab the clear-cut plan that's proven to shrink your waist and melt away ugly, harmful belly fat every single day while reversing heart disease, diabetes, or stroke without any of the deadly toxic prescription medications that are killing you? In addition, the 1-hour belly blast diet will rescue you from the high-priced, dangerous weight loss shots and pills that hold you hostage to visiting a doctor 2 to 3 times a week, only to gain all of your weight back, plus more, as soon as you stop, leaving your metabolism in shambles, your hormones severely damaged, elevated blood pressure, muscle fatigue, increased body fat, along with a drop in energy levels that only caffeine seems to fix. Visualize yourself losing 10, 20, 30 pounds or more, looking 10 to 20 years younger, using this exact groundbreaking system for yourself that gave Nicole and I flat stomachs like this. In just less than 3 minutes from now, you'll have access to the revolutionary 1-hour belly blast diet where you will never pop a pill or miss out on another delicious meal at any social event ever again. The flexibility makes this program simple and sustainable for men and women of all ages. Just follow the super simple overfeed hour and you will exercise less while indulging in all your favorite foods 3 days a week. Watch your energy soar and your body transform right before your very eyes every single day. Thousands of people from around the world that use this overfeed hour have experienced amazing and precisely targeted results. And now it's your opportunity to join the community and become the next success story. After calculating the countless hours of studying research papers, expenses, and testing with the beta subjects to create this program, we thought about charging the going rate of $297 to gain access to it. We figured this would still be a heck of a lot less than the price you would pay for a run-of-the-mill trainer, personal nutritionist, or a hospital visit and some prescription medications. However, we are so confident that this simple-to-follow program is the exact solution that you've been looking for that we decided to make it a no-brainer for everyone to have access. We can't think of anything more vitally important than sharing with you this groundbreaking overfeed hour secret that's proven to shed all your unwanted belly and lower back fat while skyrocketing your health, energy, sex drive, and youthful appearance, reversing the risk of stroke, heart disease, diabetes, and cholesterol buildup in your arteries while still eating whatever you want 3 days a week. With your belly flat again, you'll look and feel 10 to 20 years younger, with stamina, flexibility, and hormones back into balance. Once again, you can find relief and sleep well at night knowing that you will gain back control of your health and internal stress that was undoubtedly going to rob you from 5, 10, 15 or more of your living years away. You can imagine the secure feeling of knowing you will be around for many more years to experience and enjoy family and friend gatherings, see your children and grandchildren grow up, living out your dreams in retirement full of youthful vitality, traveling, sightseeing, enjoying loved ones, and your favorite daily or weekend activities. Cherishing every day, week, and year like it's a priceless gift money cannot buy. Now you're at a fork in the road. Just imagine the possibilities if you don't take action today. Think about all the fun times of making memories you'll miss out on, the birthdays, special occasions with friends and family, and holiday cheer that inspire you to live life to its fullest. Yes, I'm positive you will agree with me that the 1-hour belly blast diet is an amazing offer at $297. However, because of this exact program, I am blessed to be alive, and money is only an object to me, so I'm going to pass on the love to you. I remember 4 years ago when I lost my beloved younger 38-year-old brother, Adam, to obesity, heart disease, and finally cardiac arrest. I was there to hold his hand when he took his last breath after removing him from the life support respirator. The mental anguish, helplessness, and fear I felt knowing he could have been saved with this exact program still haunts me to this day. I don't want something like this to happen to you. This remarkable program could very well save you or a loved one's life. And now I want to make it available for you without hesitation. Many people would jump at the opportunity to pay $297 for the 1-hour belly blast diet. Although at that price, I would be doing a disservice to many people that need the health-reversing benefits that this program has to offer. For that reason, I have decided that you're not going to pay nowhere close to $297 to pick up your copy of the 1-hour belly blast diet today. As a matter of fact, you won't have to pay $197. The price of a couple of personal training sessions, or even $97, which is less than the cost of one of those overwhelming nutritionist visits. Instead, you save big when you say yes to the 1-hour belly blast diet and make the commitment today to blast off all of your dangerous belly fat that is silently killing you or a loved one slowly, while reducing the risk of heart disease, stroke, or diabetes, reclaiming your health, youthful energy, and confidence. You will modestly be asked to help recover a very small portion of my outrageous doctor bills, web fees, and ever-growing advertising costs by investing only $37 in your health, happiness, and longevity. If you're ready to be back in the driver's seat with control over your health and body today, and need a super simple to follow proven system for rapidly melting away 10, 20, 30 pounds or more of dangerous belly fat while preventing deadly heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes, act now by clicking the Add to Cart button below. Right after, you will be taken to a secure page that looks like this. Once you have entered your information, you will gain immediate access to the entire 1-hour belly blast diet program. You will be able to instantly get started using the groundbreaking overfeed hour strategy, the easy-to-follow diet manual containing 3 belly-blasting principles, the Quick Start Fat Loss Guide, the heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes preventing exact foods that shrink belly fat fast, the survival guide to eating out, the 2-minute age-reversing recipes that melt belly fat, the blueprint to revitalize your metabolism, and the detailed pre, during, post belly blast protocol. Plus, you will have immediate access to a list of belly-flattening, energy-boosting foods that improve your sex drive and help you sleep better at night. I will also provide you with a 2-minute belly flab targeting solution that will melt fat rapidly and safely. You will have instant access to everything. Whether it's your computer, smartphone, or tablet, you can start enjoying the benefits in just minutes from now without having to wait for shipment to arrive. The fork in the road is narrowing. All that's left for you to do is take action now. I know this. Your life will remain the same if you don't make change, and change for the better is good. So it's time for you to stop rolling the dice and take action. This is exactly what Nicole and I did to improve our overall health and well-being. It's your body's turn to experience the incredible results from the 1-hour Belly Blast diet, just like the thousands of other users. If you are feeling skeptical that this is the right program for you, I have the perfect solution you need to know about. Your very small investment today is backed by 100% 60-day money-back guarantee. Right now, you may still be in shock, wondering how in the world this super simple overfeed hour could reduce the risk of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes, eliminating or reducing prescription medications and menopause while producing amazing belly-flattening results. I promise you this. All the stories you've seen today are real-life people with real, incredible results. The struggle was real and documented with all these countless men and women that suffered from obesity, high cholesterol and blood pressure, blood sugar, insomnia, low energy, and diabetes, that after discovering this new secret to eating, symptoms reduced dramatically or altogether. Their bellies shrank and their health was restored. The truth is, age happens, and time is quickly ticking by. I would hate to see you go through what I did to learn a valuable life lesson. I barely escaped a near-fatal heart scare that day. However, you have the risk-free solution staring you right in the face. I'm sure you will make the right decision for your health and family by clicking the Add to Cart button you see below. Immediately after, you will have instant access to the entire 1-hour Belly Blast diet program, the Overfeed Hour Secret, the Quick Start Fat Loss Guide, the Stroke, Heart Disease, and Diabetes Preventing Foods List, the 2-minute age reversing recipes, the Revitalizing Metabolism Blueprint, the detailed pre, during, post Belly Blast Protocol, the delicious Eating Out Survival Guide, the 2-minute Belly Flab Targeting Solution, and much more. Plus, you will also discover the exact unique method of eating whatever foods you want 3 days a week and prevent you from ever experiencing what I did that near-fatal birthday. As soon as you reserve your copy, you will have 60 full days to review and try the entire program out for yourself. If for any reason you are not 100% satisfied or your belly doesn't seem to be shrinking fast enough, simply shoot me an email to the address I will provide you directly on the instant download page, and I will immediately refund every single penny of your entire purchase with 0 questions asked. That's how confident I am that your body and health have nothing to risk except you accidentally hitting the backspace button to exit this page, leaving you fearful and full of regret because you didn't seize the moment to make a simple, life-changing decision to try this program before it's too late. This incredible information I have today is available to you for a tiny price to hit the internal reset button to live healthy and happy. And don't forget, there's a 100% satisfaction guarantee, so that leaves no excuse for you to get started right now by clicking the yellow order button below. This presentation is coming to an end very soon. I recommend you act fast before it's too late by clicking the Add to Cart right below this video. Your friends and family will be impressed by you taking back control of your body and your health. Break free from the ruthless drug companies and infomercial gimmicks. Say no to wasting another day feeling unwanted and overweight and lazy and tired with achy joints and pains, and say yes to feeling full of energy, young and slim, living without the worry of stroke, heart disease, and diabetes. The 1-hour Belly Blast diet is the perfect solution you have been searching for. Get started with the Overfeed Hour Secret, the Quick Start Fat Loss Guide, the Stroke, Heart Disease, and Diabetes Preventing Food List, the 2-minute age reversing recipes, the Revitalizing Metabolism Blueprint, the detailed pre, during, post Belly Blast Protocol, the delicious Eating Out Survival Guide, the 2-minute Belly Flab Targeting Solution, and everything else you need to start melting belly fat right away. It's that fast and easy to start experiencing your belly fat fall off while reigniting your fat loss hormones and metabolism, giving you the youthful feeling and satisfaction of a person half your age. incredibly, in no time at all. It's your turn to take advantage of this one-time opportunity. You will be thanking me later that you did. May you be blessed with a long life of good health. P.S. I would like to dedicate the production of this program and all the lives it touches to my dear long-lost brother Adam. I assure you the story you heard was very emotional and true. The 1-hour Belly Blast diet was created by me for people like you. You have nothing to lose but this perfect solution to your belly fat that's slipping through your fingertips right now. There is no risk with our 100% money-back guarantee. To order, simply click the buy button below, and you can start shielding yourself and your family from the dangerous effects of carrying around excessive belly fat or life-threatening genetics of stroke, heart disease, and diabetes. My time is up. This is your last chance to order.